And joining us now is the director of the CDC, Dr. Rochelle Walensky. Hi, Dr. Walensky. It's good to see you right here in studio.
Good to see you. We are hearing about these spiking numbers, and it's really concerning. And I know we are wondering how prevalent is the Omicron variant here. And so what do you know? We've got some news this morning.
Indeed, we do. So right now, I will just say we still have about 120,000 new cases a day, and the vast majority of them are still Delta. Here's some new news about Omicron, though. So we've seen it now in about 33 states, 77 countries worldwide. And new data out of the CDC today will demonstrate that we are now detecting it in our genomic surveillance here at a rate of about 3% across the nation and about 13% here in New Jersey and New York.
Is it more transmissible? Is that the deal?
So it is. It is more transmissible, and we're seeing that in other countries as well, that it's rapidly becoming the more predominant strain. But I want to emphasize that we have the tools now.
And let's get to those, but let's just try to get these facts out. How much more transmissible? Do you have any metric? Is it 5 times more transmissible than Delta? 1, 2 times? I mean, do you have a sense of that?
We are still, the science is still evolving. It's still early, but what we're seeing in some of these other countries is doubling times of about every 2 days or so. So really rapid increase in the amount of Omicron that's out there.
There's a study just out this morning out of South Africa that it goes to the question of how severe the illness from Omicron is. And it suggests that hospitalizations are down about 29% with Omicron. So perhaps it doesn't cause as severe a disease. Are you familiar with that? Does that sound about right to you?
We're starting to see some early data that is just demonstrating some decreased severity, shorter lengths of stay, exactly as you said, fewer people on oxygen, fewer people in the ICU. But I also want to emphasize that if you have more and more people who have disease, even if you have fewer people that get sick from it, you still have a lot of people who are getting sick. So really, we want to make sure that we keep all those prevention measures, vaccination, boosting
I think what's confusing for people is some are vaccinated and boosted and getting Omicron anyway, or getting the disease anyway. And I think you also, we used to say that 2 vaccines means that you're fully vaccinated. So should we be bumping that up to saying 3 vaccines? You have to be boosted to be fully vaccinated.
So what we know about variants is that the more mutations you have, the more immune boost you need in order to combat them. So that's exactly why we're saying this variant has a lot of mutations. We want to make sure that we have as much immune protection as possible. Get the vaccine if you haven't gotten it yet, and if you're eligible for a boost, get that boost because you'll have more protection.
But, you know, cities and states, local governments, companies, people are saying, okay, I'll set up the rules. You have to be fully vaccinated to walk in my shop.
Yeah.
Is fully vaccinated 2 doses, or should it be 3 doses? Because Pfizer's telling us that against the Omicron variant, there is a dramatic reduction in protection if you only have 2 doses. So should fully vaccinated come to mean 3 doses?
So that science is evolving just right now. How well does how does the boost work against Delta, and how well will this boost work against Omicron? And as that science evolves, we will continue to follow it for that question.
We had this breaking news this morning about the Pfizer company having a pill now that if you take it within the first 3 days, like it may actually make a difference. How do you think that is going to factor into what we're facing now?
So another great tool in our toolbox, right? But the first thing I want to say is the best way to protect yourself against COVID is to not get it in the first place, and that is to get vaccinated and boosted. If you do think you have symptoms of COVID, though, this Pfizer pill, should it move through the FDA swiftly, will be another great tool, but we need to diagnose people early. So if you have symptoms, go and get tested so that you can get diagnosed and potentially have this pill available.
We're all looking forward to seeing our family over the holidays, especially after last year. A lot of folks didn't get to do that. What do you do? I mean, even if you're fully vaccinated, you're fully boosted, do you need to wear a mask? I mean, I don't think people have a clear picture on how to conduct themselves and try to lower that risk.
We want people to be together because they weren't able to be together last year. So get yourself vaccinated, get your kids vaccinated. If they're eligible, get yourself boosted. And then we have 10 days till the holidays. Let's do everything that we can to practice those prevention and mitigation measures now. Masking indoors, keeping your distance, getting your hands washed, doing all of those things now, and making sure that the people that you're going to gather with are doing those things as well.
Do you think people should test before they get together?
And that was exactly my next thing, is that if you want that extra reassurance, always a good idea to test before you gather in mixed households.
All right, we could go on for 2 hours. So many questions for Dr. Walensky, but it's nice to have you here. Thank you so much.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.